He is going to talk on the topic intra-relationship tips for teachers. So now we are going to listen to Dr. S.G. Mohammed Hussain, Assistant Professor, New College.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Screen is visible, right?
Yes, visible.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inna alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalam ala rasulullah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin. Ma sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. I take this opportunity to thank the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving the opportunity to address you all. Jazakallah khairan. Today my topic is intra-relationship tips for teachers. And we all know from the day we born, we cannot be alone. Wherever we go, whether it is at home or workplace or anywhere, we have to depend on others. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the system something like that. So it is very important that how we manage our situation is very important for a successful life. As we all know, the teachers, first let me talk about teachers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, but teach for teaching benefits the believers. So it is very important that we have to teach. And as we all know, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself introduced as a teacher. So alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with a very nice profession, that is teaching profession, and it has got more responsibility. So we are more responsible in making the generations, the wonderful generations, because as we all know, today's to the current environment, current situation is totally upside down. What we were when we were students is not now. It's entirely different scenario now, and character is entirely different. It's not less shooting the students, right? I hope all the teachers will agree. When we were students, how we were the teachers, it's not what we expect from our students right now. So it is the responsibility of the teachers to mold a good character among the students. Again, it is also the student-teacher relationship, and it all depends on how we mold ourselves, how we behave with each other, and how we treat each other. The relationship will give the outcome in the students. So there are some key points which I like to share with you in our talk. So it is the key to getting along with others, how to build relationships with each other in our workplace, whether it's going to be wherever we are, whether we are going to be at home with our family, with our friends, or in the workplace with the management, with the principals, with the students. Everything matters. And the part of self-esteem, how we feel about ourselves, plays a very major role in the relationship. And the important thing, wherever we go, this will be always there. Conflict will be always there. And we need to know how to resolve the conflicts between other people. Okay. So why it is important? Because wherever we are, we have to get along with others. And we are in need of help of others, and we need to help others. These are like Newton's third law. Newton's third law says that for every action, there will be equal and opposite reaction, right? So how we behave with others, I will be getting the same thing for ourselves. So my mother always used to say that respect is something which we cannot expect from others. You give respect to others, and you'll be getting it back to you. So it is very, very important in building relationship. So getting along with others will help you in wherever you are. And again, these are the very key terms in relationship management. So we have to respect, sympathize, self-esteem, conflict, prejudice, inshallah we'll see, and these are other things, inshallah we'll go ahead. So building relationships. Think all about your relationships. So your connections or dealings with other people. So this is what relationship all about, right? When we born, when we are a small child, we don't know how to convey, but we cry, and our mother, our parents will understand why we are crying. So in relationship, the important thing is understanding others, respecting others. So the key to getting along with people is respect and consideration for others. So we should never think that I am the one and only who is always right, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made us weak. We make do mistakes. See, I'll talk from Islamic perspective also. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created Adam and Islam with his own hands, right? But he also disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but when he recognized his disobedience, he immediately repented. So we should never think that I will be always right. This is the important thing in relationship. Always we have to think that I may go wrong. So when I go wrong, I have to correct myself. When we have this consideration, for sure we'll have a successful and peaceful life. And to know that employees who have social skills have the key to good relationship in workplace. Or workplace means in school, wherever we are. So I'm not talking only about school, and I will be, because we are not going to be in school alone. As a teachers, wherever we are teachers. We have to convey the good things to others. That's our duty. And according to me, all are teachers, because we learn something from some others, whether it's going to parent or friends or anywhere, anyone. We learn, we are always learning, and we always teach. So it is very important that we need to have very good social skills, and we have to get along with our co-workers. Co-workers in the sense, not only workers, and also with friends. And when we do all these things, for sure we'll learn how to enjoy everything. We'll enjoy each and every moment when we have all these things. When we have a very good relationship, and when we respect others, and when we have consideration for others, for sure our life will be happy. Because when we consider for others, they feel very good uh, at their own self and about others. So we'll be enjoying each and every moment. So how to build a good relationship? There is a very important thing, is that treat people as you would like to be treated. So it's a very important thing. Try to behave with others as you want others to behave with you. It's a very, very important thing in character, in relationship building. So when we are with others, we should never mistreat them. See, whatever we have, we are teachers, alhamdulillah, right? So we have a good subject knowledge. We have very good degrees with us, BA, MA, MSc, PhD, all these things. We have a very good status in the society, but we should never forget that all these things, whether it's going to be our studies, our beauty, our status, and our management skills, our leadership qualities, whatever it is, all these things are from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All these things are very great blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to remember that. Whenever Allah wants, Allah will give. Whenever Allah wants, Allah will take it off. So when Allah gives us, we have to be very, very grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should never feel proud for these blessings. So we have to be very humble to others. That's a very important thing. Relationship is how to build a very good relationship. Be humble. Very simple thing. See, if we are in a workplace, right, where we are teachers and we are having some attendants also. So treat them as as you expect them to be treated as, right? So this is very important thing. So, whatever we have is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you have these
Voice not coming, sir.
from the beginning or now?
No, 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 no. Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. So empathize is something like put yourself in others' shoe, right? So place yourself in others' place. So if someone is treating you bad, how we feel? So never do that to others. That's the important thing. And it's a very, very important thing. When we speak, the words are something like which comes out, will never go back. So think of the way others will feel when they hear what you say to you. So these are the very, very important key points in building relationships. Once we speak, it will never go back. So before we speak, we have to think a lot, and then we have to say. Understand? And in relationship, this is one of the important thing. Listen when others speak. See, nowadays, when we talk to our students, this character is not with our students. When we are starting to speak before we complete the answer, am I right or not? So it's a very, very important criteria that first thing we have to listen. It is an important thing in communication. In communication, there are three things, right? So building relationship is nothing but having a very good communication. It's about having communication skills. Is the relationship, the intra-relationship quality. So before we speak, if someone is speaking, we have to listen them completely, and then if we speak, for sure they will listen us. It is like plowing the soil. So the before we seed, um, uh, we have to plow the soil. When the soil is ready, even if you throw the seeds, it will grow. If not, if not, even if you're going to properly seed, it won't give you any proper results. So listen when others speak, so that they will listen when you speak. It is again Newton's third law. Our life is all about Newton's third law. For every action, there will be equal and opposite reaction. So help others. Again, this is one of the important things. So lend a hand if see someone having trouble doing something. So first thing, we have to help, because Allah, as I said earlier, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the human as we have to depend on others always. We can never say that I don't want anyone's, I will be all alone. So throughout our life, we have to depend on others. So help others so that you'll be getting help when you are in need. And one of the important thing is be pleasant and smile. Always be approachable. You have to be, if whoever wants to talk to you, they must feel free to talk to you. It's an important thing in for the teachers, because when students comes to us, so they must feel comfortable and friendly in discussing all the problems with us. So we have to be friendly, and we have to know that limit with the students, right? And even with the co-workers, even with the friends, we have to, whenever it is required, we need to advise them, and whenever it is required, we need to get advice from them. So how this is possible? Only when we are friendly, these things are possible. And it is important character that we have to have a sense of humor. All these things are from the characters of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Or yeah, whatever I said before, and all these things are from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. All these characters are from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's why he had made a revolution, very big revolution in 23 years. Because before the Nubuwa, the companions were like animals in the form of human form. I'm sorry to say, but when Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam begin to teach them what Islam is all about, they were the best people in the world. Even now, they say we want a rule like that of Umar radiallahu anhu. So all these characters, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam first used to listen to others before whatever he wants to speak. So when he said something, they will obey. So as a teacher, we have to take these characters from the life of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And it is very, very important that we need to know what our self-esteem is all about. The self-respect is very, very important. We cannot compromise our self-respect with others. So self-respect again is based on good character automatically will be recognized by others. And as I said in the beginning, dealing with conflict will always be there. Wherever we are, always there will be conflicts. Even with Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when we talk about the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, there was some conflict between Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Umar Radiallahu anhu. Umar Radiallahu anhu was not happy with the decision of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Then after that, he felt very bad. So the decision of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was the correct thing. So he agreed with the Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam decision. So always the conflict will be there. But we need to know how to deal with the conflicts. When we know how to deal with the conflicts, for sure we'll have a happy, enjoyable environment. So as you can see the image, right, 6 or 9. So always there will be something. We will have different point of view. For me it will be like 6, and for you it may be like 9. So these are the causes of conflict. So we have to overcome these type of conflicts. So these have variety of problems. It is due to miscommunication and misunderstanding. So misunderstanding comes when due to miscommunication. So when communication, we need to know how to say and what to say, when not to say. Because as human beings, we have been given this knowledge. So when we have to convey, yes,
अच्छा यार कल सामना बोल रहा है ना है गुरु
hello?
अरे सर तुमने फोन करे तो तुमला मालूम कि नहीं
Sorry. Okay, fine. When we are talking to our higher officials, we go and see how they are, what is their mood. Then we'll speak, right? If not, we'll come out and we'll go for some other time, right? So this is how Allah has blessed us with the knowledge. So we need to overcome the misunderstandings, and there are some conflicts because of something like jealousy. We'll having and a very important thing among us is like gossip is very common among the teachers and with everyone, not only with teachers, with everyone. When we are alone with someone, we'll talk about the third person. So these things have to be these things should not be there to have a very good relationship. And prejudice is a major cause of conflict, which I have seen with some of the teachers. We will be biasing with some students. If they commit any mistake, we'll be branding them. They will always commit the mistakes. So this should not be there. So it's like a negative attitude towards a person or group. It's for teachers is actually with the students. So how to deal with the students? Because we have been blessed with, we have very big responsibility in taking care of the next generation. So this prejudice character must not be with the teachers. And how to resolve the conflicts? So it's like problem solving skills. Conflict is nothing but a problem. So for every problem, there will be a solution, right? So to deal with conflict, you need to have a very good problem solving skills. So always we have come across these things. Don't talk about others. When you have some problem with others, you should not talk about the problem to others. Instead, you go to that person and talk to each other. The problem will get solved then and there. So by these things, we will have a very good environment. And these are some of the steps in problem solving. So I think you can go through and you can take a screenshot of all these things. So define the problem, and whatever the problem, you will have a solution and try to compromise and get another point. So as I said earlier, empathize. So put yourself in other side. and check whether this can be solved. If the problem cannot be solved, you both will have a common person who can give a very good solutions, right? So these things again are from the Sunnah of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and it's a better way is don't get into the conflicts, because we are going to live in this world for a very short time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with a very short time, alhamdulillah, right? So try to live a happy life. Just walk away from the problem, or talk yourself and come and talk to the one who you have the conflict, and don't get angry. Stay away from all these things, and the conflict will go away, because as we say, let's be gone, be gone, right? So we have to come away from all the problems, and because as a teachers we have so many problems to deal with the students. See, all these things are the current issue. We see all these things with our students, and we have to address all these things. So when can we address all these things? When we have a very good relationship with ourselves first thing, with our friends, with our higher officials, then we'll be having a very peaceful and enjoyable situations, so that we can have a very good teaching mood, and we can talk to our students in a clear way. So these things are nothing but these are the things which we need to know what is right and what is wrong. As a teachers, we are very much matured enough, and as so there are so many experienced teachers who have got experience more than me, and there are some teachers also. My teachers would also be there in the meeting, and I thank everyone. And Alhamdulillah, if we have all these skills, for sure we can live in a enjoyable situation, so that we can focus on the development of the next generation, because the problems what we have faced is something very very less when we compare to the problems what the next generation is facing. So we are like a bridge who have to address the students. So we can address the students only when we have a very good relationship with ourselves. I repeat, with ourselves, and with our friends, and with the higher officials, and with the family. So with all these things, I conclude my talk. May Allah bless us with a peaceful and enjoyable life. Jazakallah khairan.
जज़ाकल्लाह जनाब एसजी मोहम्मद हुसैन सर, आपने अंग्रेजी में बहुत अच्छी बातें हम लोगों के लिए बताई हैं बाहमी ताल्लुकात की अहमियत पर. सिंस हिज स्पीच इज इन